8 Problems of Being Overweight and the Risk of Type 2 Diabetes. What does being overweight mean? It's well known that being overweight or obese can lead to multiple health problems. So, yes is the simple answer to the question of does being overweight increase the risk of type 2 diabetes? But what does the risk actually mean? In this video, the 6th in the series of the secrets of diabetes, you'll find out just some of the unhealthy conditions you're likely to develop by being diagnosed with diabetes and what it means to your current lifestyle. Before then, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to access other helpful videos, and then kindly click the grey bell icon to be notified of future videos being uploaded to the Natural Health Guys channel. Here are 8 problems of being overweight and the risk of type 2 diabetes. Number 1. Conditions that can and do arise. Carrying more weight than your body is intended to means you're more likely to develop the following conditions. 1. Cancer. 2. Heart disease and stroke. 3. Fatty liver disease. 4. Problems during pregnancy. 5. High blood pressure. 6. Osteoarthritis. 7. Gout. 8. Gallstones and gallbladder disease. 9. Kidney disease. 10. Sleep apnea and asthma. 11. Skin conditions. 12. Diabetes. And much more. Number 2. The location of your weight concentration. Where your weight problem is focused on your body also seems to be a determining factor in any related health conditions that may develop. Number 3. The shape of your weight concentration. If you're shaped like an apple, meaning that most of your excess weight is located around your stomach area, that can be more problematic than if your extra weight is predominantly located around your posterior and your hips, which is termed pear-shaped. Many of your major organs are put under severe pressure by fat and excess weight around your stomach. This is also the body shape commonly seen in those diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. As with many of the concerning health problems just listed, type 2 diabetes is more likely to occur when you've a weight problem. Number 4. Science proves the overweight and diabetes connection. We often turn to scientists, research, and clinical studies to explain how the body works. This way, we can use science to help improve our lives. In 2004, a medical journal named Science reported on research that explained the link between overweight people having higher incidence rates of type 2 diabetes compared to those who carry a healthy body weight. The science report showed that being even a little bit overweight still puts stress and pressure on individual cells, organs, and areas of your body. Number 5. What is insulin resistance? To get to the stage that your body becomes insulin resistant, it goes through various stages, as follows. 1. If you've type 2 diabetes, your body makes plenty of insulin which would normally regulate healthy blood sugar levels. 2. The cells in your body have, for one reason or another, become resistant to insulin. 3. Scientists say they found that when you overeat, you put pressure on a network inside of your cells which is named endoplasmic reticulum, ER. 4. When this network receives too many nutrients for it to process, which is what happens when you overeat, it sends out an alarm signal. 5. This signal tells your cells to lower their level of insulin awareness, so that they become less receptive to insulin. 6. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance. If you only overeat every now and then, this may not become a problem. The issue arises when you consistently overeat, which leads to becoming overweight and obese, which can and does eventually trigger prediabetes and ultimately, type 2 diabetes. Number 6. The role of insulin in your body. With type 1 diabetes, your body doesn't produce enough insulin. This means you have to take insulin to regulate a healthy blood sugar level. Type 2 diabetes does not operate this way. With type 2 diabetes, you may make plenty of insulin, but you've damaged your body's ability to let insulin do its job properly. Number 7. Science proves the chronic inflammation and diabetes connection. The typical diet and lifestyle for most people means that more processed and ultra-processed foods and drinks are consumed than natural foods, resulting in your body being deficient in the right minerals, nutrients, and vitamins. Coupled with a lack of exercise, this means you have very poor control of blood sugar levels. and this leads to insulin resistance. It also leads to the excessive amounts of adipose tissue, as typically seen by the unsightly amounts of fat around the stomach area and elsewhere in and on the body. The adipose tissue has a high omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio, meaning that it's a source of inflammation. This inflammation amplifies the insulin resistance, with knock-on effects to other areas and organs of the body, including speeding up the skin's aging process. It's a self-fulfilling tragedy waiting to happen, because the combination of chronic inflammation and growing insulin resistance affects every cell in the body, including the wasting of muscles, which uses the glucose for energy, which makes the insulin resistance even worse. Number 8. Lose the weight, lose the diabetes. Doctors have known for a long time that when you lose weight, you lower your chances of reaching a diabetic state. That means you improve your odds of avoiding all the unfortunate health conditions listed earlier. If you're at a healthy body weight, you obviously don't need to lose any weight, and you're at a much lower risk for developing diabetes. Summary and conclusion. It's apparent to most people that to be healthy and fit you have to eat healthy food and exercise regularly. Add to that simple statement that you should drink plenty of fresh water and get a good night's sleep, and you should be in a good place physically and mentally. However, if you're overweight or obese, you're programming your body to create a perfect storm scenario that practically begs type 2 diabetes to pay a visit. If that's you, then repeat those 4 simple steps mentioned above of eating healthily, exercising regularly, drinking plenty of fresh water, and sleeping well, so as to get back to a healthy and fit position. Simples. In the next video, you'll find out what types of foods are considered healthy for diabetics. We hope you found this video, 8 Problems of Being Overweight and the Risk of Type 2 Diabetes, helpful and of interest. So please feel free to share with people you think will also find this video worth watching. And don't forget to leave a comment or ask a question in the comments section below this video. To get more videos like this one, why not become an exclusive subscriber of this channel? By clicking on the subscribe button in the bottom right corner of this video, and then click the grey bell icon to ensure you get notified of when the next video is uploaded. If you'd like more information about the many aspects of diabetes for you or anyone you know who suffers with prediabetes, type 1 diabetes, or type 2 diabetes, check out the other videos in this series by clicking on the end screen coming up. And finally, many thanks for watching.